Well, let's check out what Joshua Feuerstein has to say.
Guys, what's up? Josh Feuerstein here. Look, I need to explain to you why what Obama and the Supreme Court just did in legalizing gay marriage in all 50 states, literally usurping the authority of each individual state, is the beginning of the Christian Holocaust. Now, I know you may think that I'm crazy, but I just need to break it down for you so that you have understanding and knowledge, that you can see what is coming.
All I see right now is the rantings of a butthurt fundamentalist Christian.
There's very few voices that are speaking this kind of truth today, but here it is. For those of you, first of all, that think Obama is a Christian, you're totally wrong. I don't even know where you could get that idea.
Probably from this.
Look at Obama and the values and the principles, the things that he supports, the way that he operates. How is it that a Christian could support gay marriage? How is it that a Christian could support abortion? How is it that a Christian could push Muslim agenda?
How is it that a Christian could support eating shellfish and wearing mixed fibers?
You cannot. If you are a Christian, you are a Christian above everything else. In fact, because God is the supreme authority, you're a Christian before you're even an American.
That's kind of interesting. Isn't that the same type of attitude that most of these fundamentalist Christians hate about Muslims? Muslims that are in other countries, Muslims that want to promote a theocracy, you know, Muslims.
Now, here is the problem today. Now that gay marriage has been legalized across the board, all 50 states, no matter what the state wants to do about it, now, all of a sudden, it becomes hate speech. The moment that you even want to give a dissenting opinion, the moment that you want to say that you don't stand for gay marriage, look at what happens.
Yes, look at what happened when we legalized interracial marriage, and all these Christian, religious, Bible-based religious types were trying to use the Bible to make it sound like interracial marriage was wrong too, you know? It was hate speech. It was hateful things. Now, this isn't to say that hate speech should be illegal, because, you know, that's not a tradition that we have in this country. We don't make speech illegal like that. You can state something, people can have their opinions about what you've said, but you can still say it.
All of a sudden, the public outcry, you are a bigot, you're a homophobe, you hate people, you're this, you're that, you know.
If you think gay people are destroying society, if you think gay people are abominations, if you think gay people are way, way worse than shellfish eaters and those who wear mixed fibers, then yeah, you're saying some bigoted things. You have some shitty beliefs. You have some hateful beliefs. Gee, what a terrible thing for you to be viewed as you actually are. Oh, how horrible. Boo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
And see, Obama's using the same tactics that Hitler did. Intimidation. What he does is this. He begins to paint particular groups of people like they are intolerant and they are against progress.
You actually are against progress. Or haven't you figured that out yet? No, you haven't figured that out yet.
Here we're trying to build this utopian society, but here are these stupid Christians that just want to hold on to their Bibles and their guns because they are intolerant, they are not for progress, and we need to do something about it.
Fundamentalists like you aren't tolerant, and you're not for progress. But the only thing we need to do about it is to show people what you actually are. I mean, that doesn't take very much effort. You strip away the facades and you see people as they are. There's no need to do anything else. Your religion will fall apart on its own when people actually see it for what it is. But you know.
Think about it, America, because this is the way that it's going. They call it progression, but what it really is, it's opening people up to the idea of persecution for people that do not believe the same thing that they believe in.
If you persecute gay people, that's your religious freedom. If those gay people say something back, that's persecution. That's the way that y'all seem to work things out. Here, let me give you a piece of info that maybe you'll really, really like.
You guys see how the tide of public opinion is turned against the Confederate flag. Now, I don't necessarily have an opinion on the Confederate flag except for this. Except that in 1 week, it's gone from a non-issue to a humongous issue.
It has certainly become a big issue over this past week, but it wasn't a non-issue before this. Here, check this out.
I was in the land of cotton, old times are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. In Dixieland where I was born in early on one frosty morning. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. And I wish I was in Dixie, hooray, hooray. In Dixieland there's a fine dance and it's Van Dyne, Dixie. Away, away, away down south in Dixie. Away, away, away down south in Dixie. Oh, Mrs. Mary Will the Weaver, William was a gay deceiver. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. But when he put his arm around her, he smiled as fierce as a 40-pounder. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. And I wish I was in Dixie, hooray, hooray, in Dixieland.
And it's dividing our nation. And this is how Hitler worked. And this is what Obama's doing. Look at all of the race riots that have been taking place recently. They've all been spurred on by people going in and stirring things up. Why? Because Hitler understood that if you riot and you get people to be afraid, first of all, if you divide America by race and you divide people into segments, you can conquer it.
This country has been divided that way for a long time. Recent events and technology, like the internet and smartphones, have allowed people to see what it's really like. Malcolm X said it best in the 50s. The KKK have exchanged their robes for police uniforms. And we're just starting to get an idea of this now. Bringing this into the light isn't tearing this country apart. It's letting us see what things are really like so we can repair the damage.
But check this out. The minute that there's riots, people get afraid and people will trade their freedom for safety.
Trying to get rid of police corruption is an attempt to take away our freedoms and replace it with safety?
You want an America that has no guns and free meals and free health care and free everything and free time where only the police have guns? Well, check this out. They have something like that. It's called prison.
Lucky for the people, that's not part of any sort of plan. But go ahead and keep spreading conspiracy theories. Why don't you join Alex Jones?
Think about it, America. What's coming? It's time to wake up. I'm asking that you would take a few moments and that you would share this video. Why? Because somebody today needs to wake up to the truth.
Well, I'm sharing the video, but I'm sure you won't like the way that I'm sharing the video. But that's okay, you know?